Crabman from Crabman Gaming here. Namaste and welcome to Recent Game Pickups 4. Here is my very first game, which is Where in the World is Carman Sandiego for the PC and the Mac. I don't know if you played this game when you were younger, but I definitely did at school. So here it is. I want to give this a go later. You need 5 megabytes of space in your hard drive to play it. So I can't wait to give that one a go. We have over 70 games today, and these have been collected over the past 8 weeks. Got some peripherals to show you quickly as well. So the DJ Hero deck, I've been looking for one of these for ages. They're always really expensive online. However, I found this, you can see up here, for just $5 at a thrift store. Wasn't even sure if it worked. Forgot to tell you about Carman Sandiego. That was just $1. So here's the back as well. All I needed to do was put some batteries in, and that worked. And it's put dust all over the mat here, which I spent a lot of time cleaning. I also picked up these. Oh, they're tangled. Couple of original Xbox controllers. Not the best condition, need tidying up a little bit. Here's another one. These were just $5 each, so I thought they'd be really cool. I do like this kind of see-through green controller as well. Pretty cool for just $5 each. And my last peripheral today, as I'm tangled in wires, is, which I didn't actually have, is a Kinect here as well. So an Xbox 360 Kinect. And this was just $5 as well. So always handy to pick up. I know there are millions of them. That's the peripherals out the way. Let's get a nice stack going here. The next game I've got for you is Civilization 3. There's another Civilization coming. Again, one of the other PC games that I've collected, just the $3. I've tried to keep the stickers on as well. Pretty cool to have in the collection. Now, here's another game which I actually bought during the last recent game pickups. I just forgot to show you, which is NBA Jam Extreme on the SEGA Saturn. Now, I thought, oh, amazing. I love NBA Jam. What a game. And I thought it was the bargain at just $20. However, there is a slight problem. This game, I'm just showing you some of these cool things we've got in here. This game is horrible. On the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive, it's great. In the Saturn, it's so choppy. The frame rate's about 10 frames per second. Whoops, can't get that disc off. Doesn't matter. So I played it once. It was horrible, and I'll probably never play it again. No wonder this was $20, and all the other Saturn games were $40 plus from the game store. So not the bargain I thought. I did find a cool bargain here. I've got a nice stack, and I'll go through them. I found this at a secondhand bookstore, and everything was half price in the store. So all of these games I'm about to show you were $2 to, or $1 to $2. So we've got the Incredible Hulk. I'm led to believe this is really cool on the original Xbox, quite a high Metacritic score. So I can't remember which of these games were $1 and which were $2, but even at $2, these games are all bargains. So you got the Incredible Hulk. Love the artwork on this as well. Then you've got a really cool game. I actually had this already, but you got Ninja Gaiden. That looks pretty cool. Lots of pre-owned stickers, so maybe people thought that was too hard and they kept trading it in. We have Forza Motorsport, very, very solid on the original Xbox. I have been collecting quite a few original Xbox games. Not for sale, so it probably came bundled with an Xbox, but pretty cool. Here's a racing series I kind of have forgotten about, but it's Project Gotham Racing 2. Very, very good racing game back in the day. 10 out of 10 here from Xbox Magazine. Any bias at all? No, never. But really cool as well. Bit of a sad story is I actually don't have a working original Xbox at the moment. My actual Xbox blew up. Outlaw Golf. I turned it on one day and smoke just started billowing out of the back and nearly burnt my whole house down. And I found another one. There it is, pretty cool, Outlaw Golf, lots of fun. I found another one for $30 and I brought it home and the disk drive wouldn't open, even putting a pin in that little hole. So sadly, I'm still on the lookout. So the only ones I can play are these original Xbox games that work on the Xbox One, which is only about 30 of them. Here's Dead or Alive 3, cool beat 'em up. A fighting game. I know there's the purists out there will tell me there's a difference between a beat 'em up and a fighting game. Yeah, it's just a two-person fighting game. It's really good as well. Sensible Soccer. I always like some interesting alternate kind of sports games made by Codemasters, who I've been playing through the cricket series as well on my channel. I don't think I've ever played this one. This looks like it's come from a video store, but still in pretty good condition. Sometimes they ruin it from the video store, but it's just got a little S for sports there. This game, not an original cover, this is a video store game, but Flatout 2. I'm always pretty keen on any racing game because you know they're always going to be fairly playable. A game I hadn't heard of, I think is a bit of like an action-adventure game, is Galleon. This has obviously come from the game store. I used to love this as well, where they would just put a sticker over the rating for Australia. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so hadn't really heard of this one before. Had a little look online what it looked like. Looks pretty interesting. They had some other random games too. So they had Sports Connection for the Wii. So again, I think this was $1.50. So I'm on the lookout for a Wii U, but at the moment the prices seem to have skyrocketed. About a year ago they were going for $80, and now I can't seem to find one for under about $150. Happy Feet makes me just happy looking at that cover. Again, good value for just $1 or $2. An old Madden. I'm hoping there's like a secret expensive game like an NCAA football 2013 or 2K13 or whatever that's called. So I'm hoping one day maybe I buy a Madden 07 and it's a secret $100 game. But if not, it's another cool game to add to the collection. And the last Xbox game, which I got from there as well, but it's originally come from JB Hi-Fi, ProStroke Golf World Tour 2007. Another one where they've just whacked the sticker on the top. I don't think it's licensed by anyone, but you got these cool chaps down here doing the commentary. Look how happy they are to be commentating. And the actual disc is in. Sometimes they have the wrong disc in, which isn't very helpful. Now onto some more modern games. I'll just leave the stack here over to the side, so you can see a little bit. So I've just started playing this Civilization 6. Which is really, really cool. I've never played it for a long time. You actually get a little booklet in, which is nice. I've played it for about an hour. This was $20 online on the marketplace. I can't believe someone was selling this for just $20, so I went and picked it up. This is still in most stores for $60, $70, $90, so really cool. I'm enjoying this. A game I almost bought on day one, so just flick that dust out of the way. I nearly bought Frostpunk on day one when it was $60. Probably better on PC, but I found this for, oh, it's a cool disc. I found this for $10, so I do want to give it a go. I've been playing a lot of City Skylines at the moment. That's a really cool game. I do like simulation games. I found this as well, Sparklite, for just $5, reduced from $25, obviously. A little bit kind of in the style of Stardew Valley, but less farming and more just adventuring. But the game looks very similar to that. So I thought for $5, that'd be lots of fun. Another $5 game, I have Children of Morta, which again is another, what looks like a bit of an adventure game as well. This one's still sealed, so that's always cool when you get them sealed as well. Was Sparklite sealed? No. They're both from EB Games, so I don't know why one's sealed and one's not. Sometimes they're out the back still sealed. I found this at JB a few days ago. It's a Devil May Cry. I believe this is the remastered where you get the first 3 games, but it doesn't really say that on the back. So I'm pretty sure it's not just the first game. But I tried to work it out before, so I'm not sure. Maybe this is just the first game, but maybe it's the first 3 games. Maybe it's something completely different. Maybe I'm just getting it wrong. But anyway, it was $5. And some more cheapies like from my last video. So I know Anthem's free to play, but always cool to have a physical game in your collection, especially a modern system for just $1. So there's Anthem. I've got all the wrestling games already on PS4, but 2K15 for $1. This has the awesome CM Punk story mode. So even if you only played the game for this, definitely worth $1. Cool to have in the collection. Deus Ex. This game always seems to be cheap. That was $1 as well. Another $1 game, Evil Within, just $1 as well. I have this on PS4. Never quite got around to playing it, but it is pretty good. It's a Bethesda game. Again, one that always seems to be cheap. And then I did find Destiny for just $2. Again, it's just cheap and a modern console game. I've tried not to take the stickers off. Sometimes I take the stickers off. I haven't this time. We've got a small stack of PS1 games, which the first one is WWF Warzone. I've been looking for this game for a while. Probably $10 for this horrible case. Wasn't great, but I kind of want to play this through on my channel, the story mode, because it's really cool. So they released Attitude not long after, which was a lot better. But if you have a look inside, still got the cool disc. I thought that was Austin with his middle finger up there, but it's not. So really big focus on Steve Austin. The best part about this game is if you go into the character stats, they've got The Rock and they go Charisma 3 out of 5, which is hilarious. Sadly, no Royal Rumble in this game, or I would have uploaded some of it already. I wanted some more sports games. Now I have Shane Warne Cricket 99. Obviously, this is the same game, but this was released in Europe. So really, the back cover is exactly the same. I probably should have brought Shane Warne out to show you, but maybe I'll do a little cricket video one time. So that was 5. So that was cool just to see if it was exactly the same. I like some weird old sports games. So Euro 2000, UEFA 2000, $3. That's when they used to try and fleece you twice a year to buy a FIFA, then buy a Euro game, and buy a World Cup game. So I've got a couple of FIFAs. These were just some cheapies here. $2 for weird FIFA 97 with no front case and no instructions. But I'm trying to collect all the FIFAs because, you know, they're pretty cheap and they're pretty interesting to have all of them as well. And here's FIFA 99. So that was 5? Yeah, it must have been 5. So probably, I don't know, probably a couple of dollars too expensive, but that's okay. I do like finding PS1 games because they are quite hard to find. The next stack is the PSP and PS3 games. I just leave them on the side here. So I found these 3 at a charity shop in amongst the CDs, which was really, really strange. So you got Gangs of London, which is a GTA ripoff. There's the disc. At least you get some nice instruction manuals as well. I don't know how this went platinum because it's very mediocre. Next one, Beowolf. So they weren't the most exciting PSP games. I'm sure that's why they were donated to the charity shop. So probably just a very average action game. Think God of War, but half as good. And hey, a sports game. So you got World Soccer Winning 11. Ubiquitous Evolution 2008. I can't believe I managed to say that without getting that wrong. There's Cristiano Ronaldo on the cover. This would have been great fun in your PSP. Oh, there's some, that's my receipt from buying it in there. I thought sometimes there's old receipts in the game, and that's really exciting as well. I love seeing what people originally paid for them. Got Racket Sports. I bought this at a bookstore, which had a couple of, generally they'll have a handful of DVDs and sometimes games, and the games are sometimes priced really weirdly. I think this was $2 or $3 from memory. So a good find. A game I've always wanted to play because I'm a big fan of Jack Black. Love the pick of Destiny, or back in the day. I know it's getting on a little bit in years, but I did like that film, especially the Dio cameo. I was a big Dio fan. I'm a big Dio fan as well. So originally $110. And this looked like it's come from Dick Smith. So that store used to sell games, sometimes expensive games. I got this for $5. There's my receipt in there, so I won't get that on too much. $5. So there's actually 20 in the store, but then they had a little sign that said all PS3 games, $5. So I thought that was cool. And they had... a few games. When I found this game, another charity store, I thought I already had it and I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if I had it or not. And it was $5, so probably tend to buy PS3 games for about $3. But I did buy it anyway. There's Messi on the cover, because it's got his name there. I actually had FIFA Street 3. I did have this once upon a time, but I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. Killzone 3, awesome game. Really, really cool. Just $3. You can play this in 3D as well. I remember playing this back in the day, not that anyone does now, with a 3D TV. So the 3D glasses, which I used probably half a dozen times, and it was actually really hard to see what was going on. So there's Killzone 3, and you can play this with the eye and a wand as well. And then the last one was DJ Hero. So I was actually picking up these games first before I found the deck, in case I found the deck. This was just $1, because if you buy this without the deck, I mean, it's pretty useless. So those games are always cheap. All right, we've got some more games. We're going pretty well. This game I have wanted forever, and it is the original Forza Horizon. And just $6. Every time I found this game, it's been over 20. So to find it for just 6 was awesome. I've been playing this on my Xbox One. This is a backwards compatible game. It is just gorgeous. It is fantastic. I've played 2, 3, and 4, but I had never, ever... Oh, there's my receipt in there, so we'll keep that there. But there's the disc. It is absolutely amazing. I don't know how it is better with a Kinect sensor. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments below. But I was really, really excited. And if you look, that's probably the date it gets traded in. And I think I must have bought it a couple of days after that. This next one, another charity shop double pickup. Colin McRae Dirt 2, which is awesome. It's a really, really cool rally game. And you can see here, this really annoying when they write on it in pen. So I'm going to have to try and get that off somehow. I wish they just, well, at least just put it on the back, you know, just stick it here. Really hate charity stores that do that. That's really, really annoying. But this one I got on the same day, but from a different store, The Sims 3. This was $3 as well. It's my receipt in there. Pretty sure it was $3. Let me have a look. $32. No, that was the person who bought it before. That wasn't me. Another little JB Hi-Fi haul here. Actually, no, there's just one, but we're still onto the 360 FIFA 16 for just $1. This was the year before they brought in the Journey. This was a charity shop pickup, Virtua Tennis 3. I think this was $3. These tennis games are excellent as well. Oh, $4. Oh, gee. Ripped off. Should have been $3. 2007's must-have sports game. So tennis, always good fun. If you ever played, I played Virtua Tennis 4 on the Vita, and that was just absolutely glorious. Fable 3, which I didn't have, for $4. I had Fable 1 and 2, but for some reason I didn't have Fable 3. So that was a cool pickup for $4. Homefront, which is an online game. Pretty sure the servers are shut down now, but it doesn't matter. Having the case for $2 is pretty cool. Let's have a look inside. Still looks pretty good. Just because I didn't have it, Kinect Adventures for $1. I think everyone has this game. They're probably lucky I bought it. And there was about 10 copies of this. And what did I do? Get the copy that was all broken. Well done me. Great job. It's in a cool purple case though. Here we've got Rally Sport Challenge. So I do like any random racing game I can find. Looks pretty cool. Do like rally games as well. I've been playing a bit of SEGA Rally Championship on the Saturn, just as a weird sidebar there. San Andreas on the Xbox. Do you know what? I've never actually really played San Andreas all the way through. I've played 3 and Vice City, and I've played 4, and I've played, what's the other one? 5. What's the other one? GTA 5, but I've never really played San Andreas. Back when it was just MA as well. And you get a cool map, which I think is still in here. Here it is. I was going to put that up in my game room, but I haven't yet. And then weird disc in here, which even though it says Skylanders, is London Cab Challenge. So weird, but racing, and it was $1. So, you know, let's get it. Okay, final stack. Thanks for bearing with me. This next one I found at a store. I remember playing this years ago and I absolutely loved it, and I've never been able, and it wasn't my game, I've never been able to track down a copy of my own. It's called Soul Bubbles. You kind of swipe with the stylus to split your bubble up and combine it. It's really cool. It was weird actually playing with the stylus again. I played this for a little bit, and there's a weird story about this game. So I got this from a Cash Converters. And when I opened it, like when I got it, it was like this rattle. And so I opened it up. I hope it's still in here. Yeah, this is what I got. So I got Soul Bubbles and then a copy of Batman Blackgate for the 3DS, which was really weird because they sell single carts on their own. So it's like no one even bothered to open it up and check. So bonus Batman game. with soul bubbles. So bizarre. Like, I couldn't even make that up. I just heard this rattle, and I just thought, oh, the carts come loose. Okay, the next group of games I bought from one person about a week and a bit ago for $30. So this is the stack here. This is the... Actually, no, that's wrong. These two weren't from there. Made a mess of that. We'll put these over on the side. Let's just move those out of the way for a minute. These two are both from JB Hi-Fi for $1. So you got Shaun White snowboarding. That's cool. And then they actually have this. They had a little section of games they just had the disc for, but what they've done is print off their own covers. And honestly, this is a really good print off. Like, I know it's just printed on a normal printer, but if more games, if more just disc only games came like this, and you can peel this not official artwork thing off here, but I'm not going to now. If more games came like this, I'd probably buy more disc only games, because put that on your shelf, you can't really tell the difference, especially if the price is right as well. And what was the other game? Oh, that was it. So this is SmackDown versus Raw. They were both $1 each. Now we're on to the stack that I bought last weekend. So 7 Wii games and 1 3DS game for $30. We've got Dinosaurs 3D, which isn't an amazing game, but was one of the first 3DS games to come out. So I thought that was pretty cool to own. Probably wouldn't have gone out of my way to own it, but in this bundle for cheap, I was happy to get it. Now in this bundle as well, there's some really unusual Wii games in here as well. Now some, I was going to not use the word that I probably want to describe. Someone had cherry-picked Endless Ocean before I got there, so I was really upset. I really wanted Endless Ocean. But anyway, I got these games. So Disaster Day of Crisis, this looks really interesting. I had a little look at some footage on the Wii. I love the disc art as well, and this manual just looks absolutely gorgeous. I really want to give this a go. I've hooked the Wii up recently as well. I'm trying not to butcher the pronunciation of this, but Bakugan Battle Brawlers. So I think it's just a fighting game. Oh, it might be a card game. Yeah, I think you do battle with cards. So I know people are into that, and look at that disc and artwork. That is almost my favorite one so far. So there's Bakugan on the Wii. So you don't see some of these around very often as well. You got Ben 10 Omniverse. I remember Ben 10 being very popular. Again, if they do a kind of anime style, the game holds up really well, still looks really cool. You've got some excellent artwork again. Excellent disc. Oh, the disc's okay, but this artwork here is fantastic. Obviously being an animation. Not the most exciting back cover. A weird game here that I'd never heard of. Dragon Blade Wrath of Fire. So it looks like a bit of an adventure game. Lots of waggling, I'm sure, attacking your enemies. Gee, a boring disc, but cool art on the booklet, which I know is the same as the front cover. Game I know nothing about, but you've got Nickelodeon Attack and the Guardians of Gross, which when I was a kid I'd always pronounce it Gross because I didn't know what it said. It's a little Nintendo game. Parent goes free to the UK's top attractions. Oh, how exciting. The Stench of Trouble. Play mini games, attack with spectacular juju magic, perform amazing acrobatic moves. Well, oh, boring disc, but again, I know that's the cover art, but the booklet looks cool. And the final one, this has a really, really cool art style. I looked up some footage on YouTube of this as well, but the Secret Saturdays Beasts of the Fifth Sun. Love the disc, love the art, the booklet again. Look on the back, swing into action. So kind of an adventure game as well. 3D open world. Well, not open world, but you know what I mean. 3D adventure game. So that was a pretty cool haul. Oh, and I got this one as well. But, you know, Link's crossbow training, pretty self-explanatory here. Most Wii collectors have that one. All right, we're into the final stretch. Thanks for bearing with me. This is the PS2 stack, and I kind of got these from a few random places. I've been playing through lots of cricket videos. Sorry about all the dust that's come off these games. I've been trying to find some more cricket videos. I had 2002, but if I can find a variant, I will try and buy it. So I had the one with the Australians on the cover. This is obviously the English one. This was $2, so pretty cheap. Cricket 2004. I think this was like $1, so I picked this up as well because my Cricket 2004 was the English cover, so I didn't have the Australian cover. I've got Cricket 2007. That was really good fun to play. Scored over 200 in 10 overs. You can watch this on my channel. Same for those other cricket videos. I've got 2002, 2004. I did this on my channel as well. Ricky Ponting, 2007. Don't get this confused. We used to have some competing cricket games back in the day. EA versus Codemasters. And some games were licensed, some games weren't. This was a weird game I found at a charity store, and it's SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, but on the PS2. So I don't know how many copies they made, and sometimes these games varied a bit because they didn't have the season mode. Some of them had their own season mode. So I just thought that was cool having this for the PS2. And it was $5. It's a little bit pricey, but it was 50. So, there's a bit of a discount. So I just thought it was a cool thing to have, and maybe I'll take some of these stickers off later because that is annoying. It's right over Undertaker's face. The original Guitar Hero. This was $3. Cool to own. The start of the series. I don't have the PS2 guitar, but I've got it on PS3. I've got a couple of PS3 guitars. But just cool to have the original, the one that kickstarted it all. That was $3. The sticker's still on there. Bit of a licensed game from a film, Narnia, the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe. It's a shame they never finished off this series. These were some of my favourite books as a kid, from the first one, The Magician's Nephew, to The Last Battle. That's the final book. Or is it The Final Battle? I can't remember. Forgotten. But there's a seven book set that you can read. This was $5, so probably a little bit pricey, but I think I'd been game hunting in a few stores and I hadn't bought anything, so I was getting withdrawal symptoms and I felt like I had to buy something. Another slightly pricey one I got last week, Athens 2004, was $5. My Sydney 2000 video is actually really popular on my channel, surprisingly popular out of nowhere. So I thought, hey, if I get Athens, I could play that and maybe some people would watch that too. Next game is LMA Manager 2005. Did you ever play this game? Because me and my friend were addicted to the LMA Manager series on the PS2. I used to go around his house after school. Sometimes I'd stay over. We'd play LMA 2004 and then 2005, made by Codemasters as well. He would always go Newcastle. I would always go Man City. This is back before Man City were good. So Man City were a kind of lower struggling team. We'd have great fun playing that around his house. So lots of fond memories. For $1, I couldn't say no. I'm always a big fan of any Australian game I can find that's probably just region specific. Maybe this came out in the UK as well, but you got Rugby 2004. But it is Australian specific because you've got whoever this is on the cover. Sorry, I don't really follow rugby. But, he's the Wallabies guy here on the cover. And you can see, does it tell me who it is on the back? No, but officially licensed. So they haven't really made too many rugby games after that disaster. That was a couple of disastrous rugby games on the PS4, one of which I have. It's got a Metacritic of like 30 or something horrible. A couple of cheap games here, Medal of Honor Frontline. I'm pretty much happy to always pick up games if they are a couple of dollars. We've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon. That was $2 as well. Good disc, no book, but that's okay. They had lots of these styles of games. These used to just come out everywhere back on the PS2 and PS1, these shooters. Just 2 games to go. You've done such a great job staying with me today, so well done. We've got Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This looks around about the time the Johnny Depp film came out, because this looks like Johnny here. What on earth is that down there? Is that meant to be an Oompa Loompa? That is terrifying, especially this. Check that out. That would haunt your dreams. It's got the Warner Brothers logo on. Again, because it's a movie tie-in, sorry for shining you there. Because it's a movie tie-in, I quite like it. Nice brown disc as well. We're on to the final game. Let's try and round this out at an even half an hour. We've got iToy Play 2. I have 1 and 3. I do have an iToy Be cool to get that out. I'd love to try and film some, but yeah, that might be a bit weird. Got heaps of cool party games on here as well. And this was just the $3. So thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, please subscribe, please comment. See you later.